All right, let's look at this question. We have this function h of x that is 1 plus x to the exponent of 1 over x. We want to find the limit of that function as x approaches 0. All right, now we are using table of values, and this is a little bit of a, there's not much you can do unless you graph this again, but in terms of numerical value of it, that's the best way to look at it and see the pattern. So what I have done, I have started looking at some values of x. I start with 1, and I'm going to drop it, decrease the value, and coming close to value of 0. As you notice that this is last from 1, the last number here, right here, is 0.000, and it's like 8 zeros with 1. That's very close to 0, and we want to know what happens to the value of h of x. Now you can use your calculator and do that, and this is what you're going to get. All right, so you get these values. It starts with 2 and then drops down and goes as high as 2.71828, and you can keep increasing decreasing the value even closer to 0. So I stopped at the 0.0000001, but you can add another 2-3 zeros, but you're still going to get very close to 2.71828, and that would be the limit of this function basically. And the interesting fact about this is that, so limit of x, h of x as x approaches 0 is turns out to be this number 2.71828, and this number is actually a very special number. This number, it is called a Euler's number. It's a constant number. This number comes from another concept of limit, where you have an expression like so, 1 plus 1 over n to the exponent of n, and n approaches infinity, that should say infinity, you will end up getting the same constant number, Euler's number, which is 2.71828, which we call that it is accepted to name that number E, constant E, that it has so many applications in calculus, and of course any other, within that, any other branches, business and finance and sciences, biological sciences, especially when it comes to logarithmic functions and exponential functions. Very, very interesting function. And number, and of course that leads also into the very famous function f of x equals to e to the x, which is the topic for another chapter. All right.